If you've been looking for some hair inspo ahead of your next hair braiding appointment, girl, I got you. So you're gonna wanna watch this video and save it because today we are chatting all things braids. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to ask for. We're gonna chat maintenance and we're gonna chat some takedown tips. So grab a drink and get comfortable because school's in session. And in case you're new here, my name is Britt Latrice and I am so excited to have you. So we're gonna break this down into 3 parts. Part 1 is what do I need to ask for? Part 2 will be maintenance. Part 3 will be some takedown tips. Because we don't just want beautiful hair, we want beautiful and healthy hair. Absolutely, absolutely, positively, period, period, period. Can I get an amen? All right, we can't get too rowdy before class starts. I hear you, so let's get started. Section 1, what I ask for. So in terms of the braid style, what you need to ask for to achieve this look are knotless braids. These are not boneless braids and these are not box braids. That is what you will be asking for, knotless braids. For braid size, what you will need to ask for are small, medium. These are not quite small and they're not quite medium. They are small, medium. You could call them medium if you want to, but if that translates to your stylist and y'all got that, like, you know, she gets it, sure, but definitely ask for that size between small and medium. From a length standpoint, if you want them very long, like I typically like to have them, what you will need to ask for is derriere length or butt length. In the past, I've also asked for knee length. So I've been asking for butt length lately, but they have tended to be knee length. And you know what? I'm not mad at it. The longer the better. I love a long braid. As long as I can function, I love it. Like, come on, like I'm here for it. So that is exactly what you'll be asking for. In terms of the parts, these are just traditional square parts. But if you want to make it a little bit different, I also love a triangle part. They are beautiful, like just so good, so good. The hair brand that I use to achieve this look is called Outre, O-U-T-R-E. I believe that's how it's pronounced, but if it's not, please excuse me, guys. Like, no one ever really says it out loud that often. Here's where you gotta pay close attention. This is the blend that you will want. So this is where it gets good. This is the color combo, and it is number 4, 27, 30, and 613. And what this does is help you achieve a multi-tone sun-kissed hair color blend using the dark brown, which is number 4, honey blonde, number 27, light auburn medium brown, number 30, and platinum blonde, 613. This blend ultimately creates this multi-dimensional blonde highlighted look that is just gorgeous. And when I tell you, I've seen this combo worn across a broad array of complexions and it always eats and delivers. I mean it, like it is such a great color combo. So this is one that I would highly recommend. And if you do not believe me, do your research. You will see these girls wearing this color combo. You will be like, they ate. This is the killer combo. Keep it in your back pocket because if you do want that honey blonde look, it looks great. Now, I will say I purchased it pre-blended, but you can also work with your stylist to custom blend the hair colors. And if you do it that way, you can play up certain parts of it. For example, if you want it more platinum blonde versus more honey blonde, there are so many ways to make this come to life, but all the ways I've seen it, I absolutely love it. It always looks good. It always delivers. It always shows up and shows out. So yes, queen. So that is the breakdown of every single thing that I ask for when getting my hair braided. Part 2, maintenance. So in terms of how long I like to keep them in, guys, this becomes a huge debate. So I actually don't like to say how long I keep them in, but I want to preface this by saying for me and my scalp and my needs, the perfect amount of time for me is 6 to 8 weeks. I understand it takes a long time to do them. I understand braids are supposed to be a protective style that people want to maintain as long as possible. But for me, what I have agreed upon with my stylist, that is the right amount of time for me. And that allows me to maintain the health of my natural hair without any type of concerns. And that is something that my hairstylist and I feel good about. So in terms of moisturizing your scalp, I have tested a lot of products through the years, but my favorite, hands down, has been this Rosemary Mint Daily Styling Cream from Mielle. This is what I put on my actual scalp in between my braids. And here's why I like it. I like that it's light. The mint part of it just is so soothing, because guys, when you have synthetic fibers in your hair, it could be a little bit irritating for the scalp. This really helps cut down the irritation significantly. But I like that it doesn't weigh my hair down. It keeps it moisturized and it feels relatively light. Then as a next step for my hair, I like this Pattern Beauty Hydrating Mist. And guys, this is just a lightweight leave-in conditioner. It smells amazing. And this just really restores the moisture. I tell you, this smells so good. Like, I love it. I'm actually gonna put some on right now, y'all. Like, ciao. Tracy Ellis Ross did that, okay? I like to put this, of course, like on my scalp, but also into my braids as well. And this helps keep my actual hair very well moisturized and nourished. While we're not on this part of the video yet, this is kind of like a good cheat code for the takedown process. We'll get to that part later. And then for my edges, because I know y'all didn't think we wasn't gonna talk about our edges. I use an edge brush, and I like to use the Style Factor Edge Booster. It is so good. I feel like this helps keep my hairs in place all day, like without a problem. However, if your hair is in need of some TLC, I highly recommend the Design Essentials Edge Tamer. It is so good. It is just really nice, very nourishing, a really great complement to your maintenance routine. And when it comes to overnight maintenance, when it's time to go to sleep, I really like to use a silk scarf in addition to a bonnet. So I'm gonna show you how I use it. So I like to tie my silk scarf around my full top of my hair. And why I love to do this is because it allows my hair to remain neat and laid. I don't have to worry about the top getting frizzy. This reduces the amount of friction that's happening throughout the night as I'm like kind of maybe moving around in my sleep. And the braids come out always looking so fresh, like I just stepped out the salon days and weeks after my appointment, which, come on, we're here for stretching a style. We have to stretch our hair. In addition to that, for the bonnet, please make sure you get a large one because there's a lot that needs to go under here. And what I do is kind of wrap my hair around and I place it up top. Make sure everything's in there. And there you have it. Something that I also like to do is sleep with a silk pillowcase. So just in case anything slips off through the night, which mine typically does not, but just in case, you have an extra precaution to protect your hair. And what you're doing is reducing the amount of friction on your hair and scalp to help maintain this hairstyle. So yes, yes. Okay. Let me stop clowning on the internet. So another thing that I want to offer as well, for my gym girlies, I wrap my hair as well before going to the gym. So I just use a scarf similar to this, but a different one that's dedicated to the gym. And then I put my hair back in a ponytail, then I'll braid it. And that way it's out of my way. And then once I'm done, I will take my scarf off, I will wash it, and I'm able to just go about my day with my hair looking intact. It's amazing. And after I leave the gym, I typically find that, you know, like because I get a little bit sweaty and my scalp tends to get a little bit drier after that, I like to moisturize my hair with the products that I just mentioned. But also guys, like in general, I like to moisturize my hair every 2 to 3 days, but listen, do it as often as you need. Your hair and your scalp will never be upset for you taking care of it and moisturizing it. Like, just be for real, you know? Like, seriously. So do what you need to do to maintain your hair and scalp, and it will thank you. It really will. All right, taking this off. So now that I've just taken off my scarf, the last piece for maintenance that I wanted to chat about, and that is how I keep my scalp clean. I use the Deep Scalp Detox by Pattern Beauty. I really love this. And what this does, it allows me to really clean my scalp, but also maintain the style. Like I want to maintain the neatness of the parts, but also make sure that I feel like I am eliminating any buildup. And this is what's doing it, girl. This is what's doing it. And you could either let it dry down or you could take a damp towel and like wipe it off. But I feel like this is so good at eliminating the buildup and keeping everything feeling fresh and clean. And now this brings us to part 3, takedown tips. And guys, I know I talked about it, but these two are so helpful with takedown. For takedown, this really helps eliminate the buildup. So you are not yanking your hair out as product has built up on it through the time that you have braids. And this is super helpful to just put on your hair itself. Throughout the process, I would spray this on, and I did kind of a pre-light detangling. And this really set me up for so much success when it came to the washing phase of my takedown. So the first part that I recommend for washing is getting a clarifying shampoo. I've been liking this Odell, but there are so many great clarifying shampoos. I saw it at the store and was just like, you know what? It says clarifying, we're picking it up, we're using it, but there are so many great ones out on the market. Get whatever one you love and that works for you. This is the one that I've been using lately and I've had no issues with it. So I follow up my initial wash with a second wash, and that is to apply moisturizing shampoo. So I use the Black Vanilla Luscious Moisture Shampoo by Carol's Daughter. And guys, this helps just restore the moisture into my hair and really sets me up for an easy detangling. And then the next thing I like to do is use a hair mask. I actually had a sample of this Mael one that I got pretty recently. I like that line a lot by Mael, to be honest. So it just was like really a great next step just to put protein back into my hair and give it like this restorative agent that it needed after having braids for several weeks. And then the last thing I'll do is go with my conditioner. You can see this one is practically empty. It is the Carol's Daughter Black Vanilla Luscious Moisture Conditioner. This gives me the slick that I need to have an easy detangling process, but doing all of those pre-steps ahead just made it that much better. I found like the shedding was significantly less than it had been before after doing all of these steps and finally ending it with this step. So that was great. At this point, it will vary in terms of if you need to use this. For me, I typically use heat to style my hair. So I love this BioSilk Silk Therapy Heat Protectant. It sets me up for success in terms of the other hairstyles that I like to have after braids. So there are a ton of really great heat protectants. I know Mizani has one that's really great. There's so many good ones. So guys, like just make sure you're doing that if you are applying heat, because we need to keep the hair healthy. Just a quick disclaimer. I am not a hairstylist or a licensed professional. I am simply sharing items that I've tested and tried and that have worked well with me through the years. If you're dealing with hair or scalp concerns or have any questions about your specific hair type, definitely consult a licensed professional. So that rounds out today's discussion about all things braids. Guys, I hope your next hair appointment is your best one yet and that you use this as a guide, as a resource for just, you know, a little bit of inspiration for when you need it. So girl, I hope that you enjoyed this video because I definitely enjoy my time with you. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications each time that I upload. I'll chat with you later. Bye.